Hi there guys, I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech and this is the unboxing and hands-on review of the Moto E32s. Now here's the box. In India, this one is available in two variants. Base variant is priced at 9,000 rupees and it comes with 3GB of RAM and 32GB of storage. Next variant is priced at 10,000 rupees and that comes with 4GB of RAM and 64GB of storage. It's available in two colors, slate grey and misty silver. We have the 3GB variant in the grey color. Now Motorola is going to start selling this phone starting from 6th June, 12 noon on JioMart, JioMart Digital, Reliance Digital and Flipkart. It will be available in more than 60,000 stores. Now the main highlight for this phone would be its impressive display with 90Hz screen refresh rate, cameras, bigger battery, water repellent design, and this phone also comes with 2 years of assured security updates. And that's definitely pretty impressive for a phone in this price segment. So without any further delays, let's have a quick unboxing. Once again, here's the box. At the top, we got the Moto logo. It says Moto E32s. On the back, it says sleek and stylish design. There's a preview of the phone and some of the highlights. Now let's unbox it. First we have the phone. Let me just put that aside. Next we have some documentation, a SIM card ejector, followed by a 10-watt power adapter, and finally a USB Type-C charging cable. Now this is the phone. Let me just remove the stickers. Now this is how the phone looks on the back and this is how the phone looks on the front. Now let's have a physical overview. On the back side, this phone has a 2.5D curved fiberglass with a pretty cool pattern underneath. At the top we got the triple camera setup, followed by the Moto logo and the Motorola branding at the bottom. On the front we have a pretty huge display with a punch hole design. Above the display we just got the earpiece and some sensors, and below the display it's completely plain. As for the sides, on the right side we got the power and volume buttons. Power button also acts like a fingerprint scanner. At the top, we have just the audio jack. On the left side, we got a SIM card tray housing 2 nano SIM slots along with a dedicated SD card slot. Finally at the bottom, we got the primary microphone followed by the USB Type-C charging port and the speaker grill. Now this phone has a thickness of 8.49 mm and weighs 185 grams. In hand, it fits pretty comfortably and the weight distribution is also pretty good. Considering the battery size, phone doesn't feel all that heavy. Now this is how the phone looks with the case on. It's got all the required cutouts, it can give you some extra grip and some basic protection, but that's all. Not too much in terms of drop protection. Now these are the complete specifications of this phone. On the back, this one comes with a triple camera setup with a 16 megapixel primary camera, followed by a 2 megapixel camera for taking macro shots and another 2 megapixel camera for taking portrait shots. For selfies, we get an 8 megapixel camera. On the front, we get a 6.5-inch IPS display with HD+ resolution with 90Hz screen refresh rate with a punch hole design and a peak brightness of 300 nits. It's also protected by Panda Glass, which is equivalent to Corning Gorilla Glass 3. As for performance, this phone sports the MediaTek G37 processor with PowerVR GE8320 GPU with up to 8GB of LPDDR4X RAM and up to 64GB of storage. As for the battery department, this phone has a massive 5000 mAh battery, supports fast charging up to 15 watts, but only comes with a 10 watts power adapter inside the box. Now this is how the phone looks once we turn it on and set it up. This phone is running pure stock Android, so it's pretty clean with no bloatware. Here's the home screen, this is the app drawer, and here's the new notification panel with the Android 12 style. And this is the settings page. Now here's the about page. This phone is running Android 12 right out of the box with a May security patch. As for storage, we get about 21GB of space for our user apps and user data, which should be sufficient for a normal user. Now here's the camera interface. It looks pretty similar to other Motorola phones. We got the default photo mode, we also have the macro mode. On the left, we got the portrait mode and night vision, and on the right side, we got the video mode and the more section. We have a similar interface even for the front-facing camera. Now these are some sample shots. I must say, considering the price, cameras on this phone are definitely pretty good. Especially the front camera is much better than other phones in this price segment. Now let's test the speaker. This one has just a single speaker at the bottom and this is how it sounds. So the speaker on this phone is loud enough for regular media consumption, ringtones and alarms. Definitely no problem over there. Now as for the fingerprint scanner, we got a side-mounted fingerprint scanner which also acts like a power button. As for performance, here's a quick preview. It's fast and almost unlocks the phone within a second. And you also get a nice haptic feedback every time you unlock the phone. As for the haptic engine on this phone, it's pretty decent. I won't say it's good, but it's not horrible. It is definitely usable. We also got the face unlock feature on this phone. In good lighting conditions, it works pretty well. It takes about a second or two at max to unlock the phone. Even in low lighting conditions, face unlock works, but takes about 2 to 3 seconds to unlock the phone. In complete darkness, it's a hit or a miss. Even if it works, it takes about 3 to 5 seconds to unlock the phone. Most of the time, it depends on the lock screen brightness. Now, I've used this phone for quite some time, and I must say, the overall performance of this phone is pretty good. For a normal user, performance offered by this phone is definitely sufficient. And you'll also appreciate that 90Hz screen refresh rate. By the way, we also get 2 years of assured security updates. That's one great advantage with this phone. So guys, to conclude, if you're looking for a phone under 10,000 rupees with pure stock Android experience, good cameras, bigger battery, then you can definitely consider the Moto E32s. So guys, what do you think about this phone? If you have any questions, do let me know by commenting below this video and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. With that said, this is Nikhil signing off. See you in my next video.